the US, milk is required to be pasteurized in order to kill possible pathogens.
Raw milk is unprocessed, untreated milk, straight from the cow. So I really appreciate the depth of flavor. It's delicious and it's so much more authentic. You can really tell it changes based on the season depending on the cow's diet, and that's important.
You are 150 times more likely to get a foodborne illness from raw milk and raw milk products when compared to pasteurized products. And you're 13 times more likely to be hospitalized from those illnesses.
So I feel like I haven't gotten sick as often since I started drinking raw milk. Actually, there's some evidence that those who live on farms and drink raw milk have better immune systems than those who don't. Although we can't definitively conclude it's the raw milk that causes those benefits, I think it helps.
Before the adoption of pasteurization, about 25% of all food and waterborne outbreaks in the United States were attributed to milk. Milk was even a vector for tuberculosis. In 2011, less than 1% of all food and waterborne outbreaks were attributed to milk. But here's the kicker. Of that less than 1%, 79% of all of those outbreaks were related to raw milk and raw milk products. It's estimated that less than 1% of all dairy products are raw milk products. They cause 79% of the outbreaks of milk products.
So there's also evidence that drinking raw milk protects against asthma and allergies. However, they weren't comparing those who drink raw milk with those who don't. They were comparing those children who grew up in a very agrarian lifestyle with children from a more urban environment. And so there could be a lot of other factors besides the raw milk that are influencing asthma and immunity, such as exposure to a more varied environment.
Back in the day, one of the biggest concerns for raw milk was tuberculosis. Now, that's not as big of a concern in present day, but bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, Shigella, Giardia, Campylobacter, and Brucella are all absolutely concerns. These bacteria cause things as from major stomach cramps, bloody diarrhea, and vomiting, and in extreme cases, it can even cause paralysis and death.
Oh, I love raw milk. I love the flavor, and I think it's doing good things for my body. So for me, that makes it worth the risk. I can't say that I would feed it to my children, but the choice is yours.
Yes, your decision's yours, but don't make this decision for your child because it can be deadly.